Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. So we're gonna freestyle off of memory. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. We are going to freestyle off of memory of what we remember. Oh boy. All right, y'all. So shout out to those of you who listened to the whole thing. Mr. Z listened to the whole thing. There was a bit of a jewel at the end when Miss Foster found out that more masculine presenting butch same-sex loving women struggle in school more than heterosexual women. I think black women, right? um and LGBTQ black men, I would argue probably more feminine presenting, do better than straight men. You don't see what the problem is there? Like, I appreciate you attended Harvard, graduated from Harvard, so you're really good at not making presumptions. But Mr. Z don't gotta follow that rule. So you don't see what the problem is there? Punishment of masculinity, maybe black masculinity in particular, even when you have a woman who's coded as essentially what people see as a black man, a straight black man, or maybe a masculine black man. You don't see what the problem is there, Miss Foster? Nah, Mr. Z's just being a conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat, right? Yeah. Huh? So let's get this right. Black boys are struggling in school, more masculine presenting LGBTQ, probably black women are struggling in school, while LGBTQ black men, especially probably the more feminine presenting one, are doing better than heterosexual black men, and black women, obviously the heterosexual one, are doing better. Huh. Gilgami, I mean, it's jumping out at everyone, but and Gilgami says the feminization of the educational environment and pedal 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 gummy. I don't yeah. Anyway, can't pronounce that. Hey, I only prove her point. So we appreciate that Miss Foster attended an Ivy, graduated from an Ivy League, the most premier Ivy League on the planet. Shout out to her, right? She admits she's an elitist. No, you are an elitist asshole, right? You're not just elitist. No, you're an elitist asshole, right? Y'all see what the title is: Sneak Dissing While Playing Innocent. So Miss Foster's first few minutes is and her just freestyling. All right, cool, right? When she's not taking digs at black men in particular and kind of mocking us and making fun of us and dancing on our misfortunes. Okay, cool, right? A teeny tiny bit insufferable, a little too much, but okay, cool, all right. One of your cousins, that's a little, do a little too much, but she's cool, all right. But when it comes down to talking about black boys and black men and how they're, according to her, and these are what the numbers bear out, they're not doing as well as black women. Oh, it's time to make fun and mock and take your little digs and make your little sexist, misandrous jokes, huh? And do the exaggerated facial expressions and, huh? Because somebody's still not bitter that they weren't chosen high school. Ooh, goddamn, Z, you need to stop saying that, Z. That's not what it is. That is what it is. Huh? 36. Huh? You said you weren't going to do the gender war thing, and then you started doing the gender war thing, Miss Foster. Oh, boy. Miss Foster, you are okay. You have your boyfriend. Eventually, he's going to propose. You're going to say yes, and you're going to go sell out in the sunset and live your upper middle class creative life. And the rest of your sistren are going to suffer and struggle and be single and alone and maybe kinless. And you're going to keep on selling them hope dope. Cope. Uh-oh. Yikes. Huh? Shout out to whoever was in your comments talking about expanding your options and dating out. That's if the white or Latino or Asian man will bite. And according to the numbers, they're not for black women. Goddamn, dear black women, you gonna have to end up here or be happy with your rose toys. Have fun on those Jamaican trips. I saw them comments. I saw you reading them, Miss Foster. Sound nice. Huh? Y'all okay with being single? Okay, yeah, that's it. Huh? Oh boy. So we're kind of just ranting right now. It's what we expect. It's what Miss Foster is always on. It's what we know her for, taking jabs at black men, trying to play innocent from her class position. And she admitted she's an elitist, so we just gotta okay. Thank you for being honest. Huh? Let me make sure to say this to Miss Kimberly Nicole Foster, to all of the black women in her similar positions, to all of the lonely single black women who are trying to be stoic and pretend like you're not, huh? Particularly the college educated ones. Let's make sure to emphasize this. Black women owe black men nothing. Shout out to all the black women who say, I'm not pro-black, I am pro-black woman. Black women owe black men nothing. Shout out to all the black women who use intersectionality to benign neglect black men. Shout out to whoever was in the comments saying, why do black men need an example? Why do we always gotta help black boys? Why do we always gotta help black males? I saw them comments, Miss Foster. I saw you reading them. Hey, to all black women, particularly the educated black women, particularly professional managerial class black women, all the elite black women, you owe black boys and black men nothing. Not kindness, not consideration, not to be cordial. You owe black boys and black men nothing. You owe black males nothing. And likewise, oh goddamn, they don't owe you being up. They don't owe you being exceptional for your johnny to get wet. They owe you nothing. Oh boy. Is this sustainable? Nope. Can you maintain a black community like this? Nope. And the black women are perfectly okay with it out of spite. Fine then. I hope y'all can pull enough of those elite white men, or y'all gonna be ending up like homegirl off of Bachelor, off the Bachelorette. Yes, y'all. I seen the videos. I saw them. Shout out to y'all. I seen the videos with TK Kirkland poking fun at her. Huh? Yeah, I saw the videos. Uh-oh. Shout out to all you black women who have an issue dating, quote unquote, dating down in class and status for black men, and then y'all end up being the white dude who's down in class and status. See you in divorce court. Black women, white men, marriages have a lower divorce rate. I saw you read that comment, Miss Foster. We're not doing the gender war thing here, and you commenced with the gender war thing. Huh? Oh boy. To all the Miss Fosters of the world, black women like you owe black men nothing. And likewise, black men owe you nothing. We don't owe you. Black men don't owe you being white collar professionals. Black men don't owe you sitting next to you in those Ivy Leagues. Go get it from the white man. God damn, Z. Huh? Black men owe you nothing. Go get it from the white man. Shout out to you, Ed. Say it.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shane Sung, we got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they leftover. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Miss Foster, are you really, wait, you graduated the Ivy League and you don't realize who you are with your fake pro-black ass? You don't realize women like you, black women like you, are the colonizing agent? You don't realize that yet? Z, you're not supposed to say that out loud. You don't realize who you are yet? Wait, did they position you this way and you don't realize who you are? Huh? It sound nice to be pro-black while you bash black men and sneak diss black men and say you're not going to engage in gender war talk and say it's stupid and it's boring, and then you commence with the gender war talk from a high perch, to be fair and honest. Huh? You present well, you speak well, clearly you're a Harvard grad. Sound nice. Now watch your sister and them suffer. Ooh, god damn, Z. Ooh, Jesus. And Miss Foster, we both know they're gonna be playing stoic. Huh? Miss Foster, we know they're gonna be playing stiff upper lip. We already know. Miss Foster, we already know how them white boys are putting you two through. Ooh, them white boys are playing with y'all, ain't they? Having fun with y'all. Then toss. Huh? Miss Foster spent 2 and some hours, not 2 and some hours, but she did spend a significant chunk of the beginning of her stream freestyling. It was actually a pretty good freestyle. Talking about just random things and ranting about things, and actually, not bad. But once it's time to start talking about black men, she got to take her jabs, and that's perfectly okay. Watch your sister and suffer then. Huh? Black women don't have to care about black men. Black women can complain. Black women could throw a temper tantrum, petulant children. Black women don't have to care about the outcomes of black boys and black men, then suffer the consequences of not caring. Try to find your little swirler, divester, escape hatch. It ain't gonna work for the masses of you, including the masses of you college-educated black women who want to bet Z on that one. Huh? Dear ladies, you can be selfish. As Real Talk with Yanni said, you can be self-centered and be all about self and be all about black women. I'm not pro-black, I'm pro-black women. You can use intersectionality to benign neglect black men and boys. That's perfectly okay. Then suffer the consequences. What are the consequences? Entertaining same-sex loving relationships, being the sexual plaything for non-black men, hoping that one of them will put the wedding ring on you and hopefully don't divorce grape you. Have fun paying that alimony. Huh? Being comfortable with your rose toy. Huh? Going to Jamaica to get your back blown out, goddamn, once a year. Huh? Those are the consequences. Pretending like you okay. Being a high accomplished woman in your late 40s, early 50s, getting smashed out by the 32-year-old, goddamn, the 28-year-old, Jesus Christ, see? Huh? What are the consequences of not caring about the plight of black boys and black men? Well, an increasing amount of kinless black women. A disproportionate number of black women are kinless as they age. Advocates say they deserve a social safety net. Uh-oh. There you go. Huh? Miss Foster proceeds to speak about how it's essentially the gap between white men and black men's wealth that's keeping the black community, well, wealthless. That sounds nice. Because you're being informed by intersectionality. Jesus Christ, you're a Harvard grad, lady. You don't see the limits of intersectionality yet? You don't see what the limits of seeing everything through that lens is yet? You're a Harvard grad. Huh? You don't see what the problem is yet. Social dominance order. Huh? She's Miss Foster and her ilk see everything through the lens of intersectionality and then wonder why they're missing things. Huh? Also, there's this. Black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealth have the least wealth, excuse me, are the least wealthy. Let's read that again, Z. You prove it important, Z. Black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealthy in the US. Uh-oh. Miss Foster, I could stumble over my words, but I could get that out. Jesus. The message is a message. Huh? So what exactly are you condemning black women to, Miss Foster? See, while you mock black men and you make your facial expressions and you in your comment section just enjoy bashing working class and blue collar black men, and of course she goes in on the trades and say, you know, the trades will not make up for a college education. Look, we don't owe y'all status. Goddamn, Z. Dear Miss Foster, we don't owe y'all status. We don't owe you that. Go get it from the white man then. Miss Foster, black men, if black women are going to neglect black boys, then when those black boys become black men, those black men don't owe black women being kick ass for them. So you don't feel the little inferiority complex when you're around white women? Huh? Because white women get to be married to guys in STEM, and I have to say my husband, my boyfriend, is a trash collector. Oh, I can't do it. Lame ass. Then go fight the white woman for her man then, goddamn Z. Miss Foster, you're okay. You got a black man. The rest of your sister in though, ooh, goddamn. Huh? I can't, even though he makes money, I can't tell them that my man is a mechanic. I can't. Huh? I can't tell them my man drives trucks. He's a truck driver. I can't. Miss Foster, you bought up Ebony K. Williams. How's Ebony K? Oh, test tube baby. Ooh. You bought up Ebony K. Williams in that Iyanla interview. And only if he owns the bus. And how did that work for Ebony K. Williams, who's a very attractive woman? More so when she was younger, but is an attractive woman. How did that work for her? Very well spoken, very educated, very presents very well. And how exactly did that work for her? Her little temper tantrum, petulant child, test tube baby, goddamn. Huh? Ah, how did that work? Once again, Miss Foster, what are you condemning black women to? College educated black women? Huh? You can mock and make fun of black men and say you're not engaging in the gender war because it's boring and it's stupid and it's reductive and whatever words you use. That sounds nice, but you still engaged in it. You still were sneak dissing. Once again, my title, sneak dissing while playing innocent. Huh? And there's a cost to that to your own sistren. Mr. Z told y'all women like this are your class enemy. The Kim Fosters and her ilk are the masses of black women's class enemy. Y'all want to talk about marriage being a luxury item. Mr. Z been saying that for years because Mr. Z don't lie to his subscribers, excuse me. Huh? Miss Foster, I just want you to know that you're part of the Dream Hoarders cohort that Dr. Richard Reeves wrote about. Ooh, goddamn, Z. Uh-oh. Your boomer hook, like Tone talks about. Ooh, goddamn. Ah, you are the masses of black women's enemy. Lucky for you, they don't realize it yet. Huh? Lucky for you, the masses of them don't realize it yet. Keep talking, though. Huh? Keep talking, though. Huh? This lady jabs at black men. She uses her stats. She brings up, like I said, the fact that the gap is growing and growing and growing, and the problem is, huh? What's the problem? Black women are good. Black women are tough. Black women are alright. Black women don't need black men.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
Huh? College educated black women are alright. They'll be okay. Y'all are in spaces, especially those of you who are in PWIs, right? Predominantly white institution. Y'all are in spaces with white guys and Latino guys and Asian guys, and pretty sure they choose up on y'all, right? Yeah. And yes, Mr. Z saw the clip of Tony Brienne. She's such a cutie, saying, you know, she would like to expand her options, but she gets a little nervous every time she think about it. Do it then. Camille Austin did it. Goddamn. Z, who's Camille Austin? The chocolatey cute sister that complained a few years ago, and she was crying because she went to a wedding and she left, and the talking stage fell through with some guy she was talking to, black guy. And we critiqued it. Mr. Z critiqued it, and so did Charles Faulkner Jr. Now she with a white dude. Dear Miss Tony Brienne, you could be just like her. Let me know how it works out. Huh? Uh-oh. Shout out to Quinta B. Goddamn, Z. Huh? Ah. Miss Foster stayed sneak dissing the whole time she was talking about black men in college. We don't owe you being college educated. Is this sustainable? No. And when we are college educated, we don't owe you being with you, not snarky, mean assholes. Shout out to your boyfriend. Oh man, player, you are doing the Lord's work. This man needs a trophy. Oh, you doing the Lord's work. Huh? Snarky, mean, sassy assholes hiding behind college degrees. Ma'am, we owe you nothing. Just like you owe black men nothing. Toya says, we sure it's the Lord's? Oh man. Huh? Detroit says they are so effing delusional in the comment section. Bruh, we know, look, we have aunts, y'all, and older girl cousins. We have family members, black women who are PhDs. We have successful, financially doing okay black women, doing better than okay black women. And they lonely as hell, pretending like they're not. But our moms tell them, "Oh yeah, oh, she cried herself to sleep last night, right? Yeah, she called me. I was on the phone with her for a couple hours. Uh-oh. Somebody tells you he lying, right? Tells you he's lying, huh? Your cousin such and such. Yeah, I was on the phone with her for a couple hours. She was dating some guy that fell through, and she's tired. She's lonely, huh? I'm not gonna torture y'all with the clip. How many of these videos women are telling you the toy ain't hitting the same spot no more? It's not doing what it should do anymore. They either numb themselves or essentially it's like fast food. Huh? Oh boy. Miss Foster, what are you condemning college educated black women to? Huh? This talk of hypogamy. Y'all wanted this equality, y'all better eat all of it. Oh no, y'all wanted this equality, y'all better eat all of it. Miss Foster, you low key sound just like Chrissy.
This is what I tell average looking and below average looking women. If you can't date up, be alone. Life is easier that way. And I know that's controversial. I don't care. I don't care.
Shout out to your comment section. Y'all gonna take trips to Jamaica, right? So once you're gonna go get smashed out by Dexter St. Jacques? Huh? Shout out to you sisters that went to Ivies and you might have a great career. So maybe for you it's 2 and 3 times a year. You go do the boyfriend experience in the Caribbean. Huh? Shout out to black women who think we don't know. Y'all do realize we're your nephews, right? I would have said your sons, but many of you don't have kids because you don't got no man. Ooh, goddamn. You do realize we're your nephews and your guy cousins, right? You do realize our moms are telling us, excuse me, what's going on. You do realize that, right? Huh? Yikes. And it doesn't end there, everyone. Oh, it don't end there. Huh? Next, nearly half of young men aged 18 to 25 have never asked a woman out on a date or her number in person. Oh, it's getting dark outside. Dear college educated women, just like all the other women, y'all are chasing after the top 20%. It's top 20, 25% or nothing. And the rest of the young men said, all right, bet, we heard you. We'll stay home. Don't worry about it. Huh? Mr. Z, are they really saying they stay home? Boom. Next. Next article. Oh, next link, right? And I'll put the links for all of these in the description box after the stream or tomorrow morning, maybe. Well, tomorrow morning, definitely if I don't put it tonight. And it says, a new study shows millennial men are not interested in going out as much as women. Z, I don't know, Z. I mean, are you sure, Z? That might be kind of out there, and this looks like an Instagram thing. And where's the real?
New this morning, nearly half of Gen Z men are not dating. In fact, new research shows romantic
Mr. Z
relationships
got the
are
link.
rapidly disappearing from the American teenage experience. And the National Desk's Janae Bowens has more on this growing trend, which, this is kind of troubling because this is a really big change from older generations, right?
Exactly, Jan. It really is. And when you look at baby boomer men, 78% of them dated during their teen years. For Gen Z men, that number is just 54%. Now, experts I spoke with are concerned about this.
14-year-old Kyle Kelman isn't checking for anybody right now, but he's not opposed to dating.
Like maybe take them out to play pickleball or tennis, maybe go eat lunch or dinner, watch a movie maybe.
It doesn't seem like other young men his age are on the same page. 44% of Gen Z males have not dated at all during their teenage years. That's according to research from the Survey Center on American Life. Kelman's not surprised.
They're not necessarily looking for a deep connection. They might like the person, but not enough to really want to have a long-lasting relationship.
Gen Z men are a lot different from older men. Only 32% of millennial men, 23% of Gen X men, and just 20% of baby boomer men didn't date during their teenage years. Daniel Cox with the American Enterprise Institute is behind this research.
Both of them are approaching dating with much more trepidation. And I think it's left them much more open to considering alternatives to partnering up in marriage.
Now, he says Gen Zers are focused on risk aversion of rejection and harassment, but he fears, especially for males, not dating is causing more harm than good.
Which was really important to providing you with experiences to know how to set and respect boundaries, to know what you're looking for.
Cox says some things that are stopping young men from dating are finances, parenting, disinterest, video games, and social media.
Hashtags and forums, asking, what's wrong with men. Men are blaming women for being too shallow and superficial.
Despite all of this, Kelman still wants a real romantic relationship.
I do want to get married one day. I want to have children of my own and take care of them.
Now, Cox says parents can help their sons with dating by encouraging them to be empathetic and to see what can be built in partnerships. He says sports, social clubs, and community service projects can help with this too.
And it makes you wonder what's going to happen to all the ladies, all the Gen Z, women who are growing up, like my daughter.
And Gen Alpha, that's my daughter.
Oh my God, right? I mean, what's going to happen to those young ladies? We'll have to see how this all plays out, but this is a little troubling. Janae, thanks so much for bringing that story to our attention. It's a good one.
Z, why are you laughing? Those of you that were there for the Little Bill review video know why Z is laughing. Oh, empathy again. Yeah, that's it. Hey, dear young men, go to her with a bunch of empathy and no height and no money and no status. Let me know how it worked for you. No charisma. Huh? No power. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Huh? Oh, boy. So, yes, the Gen Z men, young men, boys, and young men, they're staying home, Miss Foster. Miss Foster, y'all didn't read the fine print. You wanted equality, you got it. Equality doesn't mean you get a partner on your same economic and financial level, go get it from the white man. Miss Foster, you're good. Maybe a couple of your sisters are okay. Some of your homegirls, some of your girlfriends. Maybe. The masses of black women, college-educated black women, are not. That's the cost of benign neglecting black boys and black men in their plight for decades. All that misandrous crap that was going on in your live comments, those women are going to have to feel that and pretend like they're not. Huh? And pretend like they're not. Angry man, tell them.
For me personally, I am done with all women-centered events in 2025. The women empowerment brunches, lunches, the ladies' nights, I'm just gonna take a pause. Like, I need...
Say it.
I think I'm empowered enough. I have my sisterhood. Of course, I'm open to making new friends, but there's other ways to do that and to spend my money. Like, where's the niggas?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Foster, the difference between me and you is, first, I'm poking fun, but it's open. It's overt. You think you're better. You were making fun. You were laughing. Your facial expressions were you laughing and mocking black men and boys. The difference between you and Z and Angry Man is you think you're above it. That's the difference. You think that little preface that you gave, that we're not going to be engaging in gender warring in 2025, you think that meant something, and then you proceeded to engage in gender warring? Huh? Goddamn. Huh? This is not sustainable, Miss Foster. Black women will care about the plight of black boys and black men or suffer the consequences of not. So we'll just wait and see how you explain this to women and how you angle this back on the men ain't ish type talk. Obviously, in a far more polysyllabic way and verbose way, because, well, you're a Harvard grad. So you'll have the language, and they'll listen to you for now. Huh? Sounds nice. We're gonna love watching y'all explain this one away, but not neglecting black boys and black men, being sexist towards black boys and black men, mocking black boys and black men, dancing on the plight of black boys and black men, and then having to suffer the consequences on the other side because y'all forgot that y'all live in an anti-black society and them non-black men ain't checking for y'all like that. Uh-oh. So you think you're better than the black men and boys, and then the non-black men think they're better than you. God damn, talk about pincer move. Talking about boxing yourself out. Z, what you trying to say? Huh? Talk about boxing yourself out. Oh boy. Huh? So Kim Foster could spend however long that was, an hour and some odd, mocking the men, huh? Essentially saying the issue is you. The problem is you, black men. The problem is you. Miss Foster, you better don't break up with that man. If he proposes, you better say yes. Oh, because if you come back out here in the dating scene, oh, if you come back out here in this dating scene, oh boy. Huh? You better hold on to that man for dear life. You could keep on pretending like you're not holding on to him for dear life. I dare you to break up with him. Oh, I dare you to let him break up with you. Huh? And Detroit says, we don't have the capacity, right? I got you, Detroit. I got you.
I said, we don't have the capacity.
Huh? Wow. So this wasn't necessarily meant to be a more disciplined, cogent response to Miss Foster. It's essentially Z saying, okay, you are who we thought you were, right? You kind of disappeared for a little while. Cool. You came back with the BS and jabbing at black men, and your sister in LA are telling you, hey, it ain't looking good.
So I need to talk to y'all about something. I recently went to an event and there were about 1,000 people there. And of the couples that were there, about 95% of them were black men with non-black women. The person leading the event was a black man that was married to a white woman. I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. This is pretty much what the dating scene looks like overall in LA. Here are 4 other observations that I picked up on since moving to LA. 1, it's not equal. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of black women dating outside their race. In fact, I'm barely seeing black women dating at all. 2, it's gotten so bad that at this point, whenever I do see a black man that's single, the first thing that I'm asking myself is, I wonder if he dates black women. 3, within the past couple months, I've had conversations with multiple black women that actually want to leave LA. Not because of the economy, not because they aren't flourishing in their careers, but simply because they feel like there's no love for them in LA. The fact that I know so many beautiful, talented, compassionate, evolved black women that are all feeling the same way makes no sense to me. And lastly, when you don't see yourself reflected in a space, you feel like you don't exist. As a black woman myself, I can tell you honestly, when it comes to the romantic space, I have never felt more invisible than I do living in LA.
Black women, your reputation precedes you. College-educated black women, your reputation precedes you. Dear Miss Foster, did you catch the part where she said the sisters ain't even walking with the non-black dudes either? Did you catch that part? Loyalty, right? It's because black women are too loyal. Yeah, that's it. Huh? And Calvin Rogers says, screw them. Let them get upscale girlfriend and and munch carpet. I know what you were trying to say. Huh? And dear Miss Foster, if you didn't know, she knows. If you didn't know, black women are the most same-sex loving group of people in America. Ooh. Told y'all have choices. Y'all don't have to, do for black boys and black men and advocate for black boys and black men and be willing to go to fisticuffs with white women over uplifting black boys and black men. Y'all could continue on that white feminist train all you want. Fake ass Oprah. Huh? And watch your sister struggle. How you thought this was gonna work? Miss Foster, how did you think and other black women think this was gonna work? Oh wait, y'all was gonna be in the spaces with the non-black dudes that was gonna be choosing up on you? They're gonna choose up on you? And how is that working for black women, even college-educated black women? Goddamn. Huh? Which I would call men's bluff, but not neglect the black boys. When those black boys are black men and you're okay, fine, you earn $250,000 a year, cool. And you look to your left and there's a couple of other black women, and you look to your right and there's a whole bunch of men of different races and a bunch of women of different races and 1, 2, 3 black men. One of those 3 black men is already married to a black woman. The other black man is married to a non-black woman. And the other black man is LGBTQ. Well, goddamn. Well, watching black women be so goddamn gun-ho, watching them be so adamant about expanding their options instead of doing for black boys, that way their daughters won't be out here playing with themselves in the bathroom all day. God damn, Z. Which I thought that was just a man thing. Okay, yeah, that's it. Huh? Yikes. Miss Foster, either black women advocate for black men, do for black men, do for black boys, make sure that black boys can read on level, put black boys in those STEM programs. And you weren't the only one that saw that coding wasn't going to last forever, by the way. Either black women do that for their sons and their nephews and their grandsons, their younger guy cousins, or watch your daughters and your nieces suffer. Those are your choices. Shout out to the white guys who's running through black women. Football numbers. Huh? Shout out to all the LGBTQ butch women who's running through college-educated black women. Football numbers. Ooh, goddamn. And shout out to the high mileage Rolls toys. Jesus. Huh? Numbers. Jeez. How do people think that you could give a whole demographic the middle finger and say, I'ma just do for me and mine. Over here, it's just gonna be us over here. It's Black Girl Squad over here. Cool. Huh? Ms. Foster mentions the fact that many of these HBCUs, I think there's just as many non-black folks attending these HBCUs as young black men. So it's majority black women. And then at some of these HBCUs, historically black college and university, they're starting to be more non-black folks than black men. Well, go get one of those white men. Ooh, goddamn. Some of them are just at the HBCU because it's cheaper. Ooh. And only one black woman for one white man. Unless he's running through y'all, and he might be. Huh? Black women. You don't have to advocate for black boys and men. You don't have to do that. That comes at a consequence. Why aren't the black men advocating for the black men? Why are the black men advocating for the black boys? Because you told them they couldn't. You told them that was sexist. You forgot? Did you forget? Every time we advocate for black boys in a vacuum, black women say, what about the girls? Okay. So if we do for girls and women in a vacuum, and then when we do for black boys, it has to include black girls, then that means that black girls always stay at least one step ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Now it's time to get married, and now your Chinese dry. Goddamn. Huh? And of course, OZ, you about to bring this up. Miss Foster said deserve. Oh, y'all know how Mr. Z feel about that word deserve. Ooh. Y'all know how Mr. Z feels about that word deserve. As a matter of fact, y'all gives you a second. Oh, Z, you about to go screenshot that definition and read it, aren't you? Yes. Y'all gives you a second. And we're back. Deserve. Do something or show qualities worthy of reward or punishment. Say it again. Deserve. Do something or show qualities worthy of reward or punishment. Reward or punishment. college-educated black women are necessarily deserving of college-educated black men? What have black college-educated women done that says they deserve, your word, Miss Foster, they deserve what? Because they've graduated college? What about if they have a crap attitude? What about if they're sexist? What about if they're misandrous? What about if they're a elitist troll hiding behind an Ivy League degree? Huh? Deserve. Why? Because you got a funky degree, a piece of paper? Are you a good person? Are you nice? Are you considerate? Huh? Are you not misandrist? Deserve. Boy, women, this is not even just a black woman thing. Women in these words, deserve and worthy. Why they're openly hostile towards men and boys. They're openly sexist. They're openly misandrous. And they have the unmitigated gall to talk about deserve. Huh? They will sit there and mock you to your face and then say, women like me, we deserve. Deserve what? Huh? Deserve. No, you deserve what you have right now, Miss Foster. Huh? You deserve what you have right now. You don't want to advocate for black boys and men? Then black women have to necessarily deal with what that means for their love life, for their romantic life, for their dreams of the power couple. Go get it from the white man. And when Mr. Z says white man, I mean anyone who's not a non-black man. LGBTQ black women, LGBTQ non-black women, that's not a thing. Stop. Asian men, that's not a thing. Stop. Latinos, white men, whoever. Huh? Miss Foster, let's do the math. In your comment section, the women were cutting up. So the women think that they can mock and make fun of and dance on the misfortune of black men and boys and not advocate for black men and boys. Not to push. They're not pushing to make sure that black boys can read, that black boys get their FAFSA and their paperwork filled out on time, make sure they apply for the right schools, make sure to get them the right grants, make sure they're in class, do right by black boys. Why do black women think they're above it? Yes, maybe you might have to hold his hand, and fake ass community talking ass women. Yeah, you might have to go above and beyond. And yeah, that doesn't guarantee that he's going to marry you in the future. And you don't have to participate. You don't have to do for black boys and men. Suffer the consequences of being kinless then. Uh-oh. Suffer the consequence of being a cat lady, a dog mom. I heard what Jason Black said. That's not no real threat. Is it not? Huh? Mr. Black know the women are fronting. They're crying themselves to sleep at night, Mr. Black. You know it, I know it. I'm okay with them throwing a temper tantrum like petulant children. The young black men said they ain't budging. Either y'all are going to be nice and kind and do for black boys or black men, or go be the sexual plaything, huh? for non-black men, or for the chisel chin tall dude that you got to go pick up from the basketball court. Goddamn, Z. Huh? I hear all these people talking, and 75, 80% of black men said they ain't going. Now what y'all gonna do about it? Huh? If we could, oh, so y'all want to do the whole era of shaming the masses of black men? 75 and 80% of them said no. Now what? Goddamn. I heard you, Mr. Black. Y'all tired. Y'all beating the women off. They blowing your phone up. They offering head. Goddamn. He ain't say that. Mr. Z saying that. Huh? It becomes annoying. I heard you, Mr. Black. No, you could have all of them. Let them fight over y'all. Give them the boxing gloves and the boxing shoes. Huh? Huh? See, you can't threaten them with that. You can't scare with them with that. They're not scared. Are they not? Okay. We'll see. Huh? Mr. Z continues to say this is not sustainable, but this is what the women wanted. Huh? This is what the women wanted. The women said, if I can't have this lifestyle and if I can't have this man, particularly the college educated women, they're even more entitled. That's a base requirement. I heard you, Miss Foster. And the masses of black men said, yeah, we ain't going. Now what? Uh-oh. The masses of black men said, we ain't going. Now what? We're not even going to speak about the things that are getting in the way of black men. We're just really speaking about black men and college educated black women's relationship or lack thereof. Miss Foster, your comment section was cutting up. Oh, making fun, mocking black men, insulting black men, all them little upper class sneak disses. Huh? All those subtle jabs. Nothing wrong with that. And those same black women you're saying deserve a college educated black man because she's college educated? No, go get it from the college educated white man. Huh? I hope it worked for y'all. Dear ladies, dear black women, I hope it worked for you. College educated black women, I hope it worked for you. Ooh, I hope it worked for you. Huh? Whoever that was in your comments bragging about how low the divorce rate is between black women and white men, I hope it worked for you. Huh? Hopefully you don't end out like the black bachelorette, the first black bachelorette. Huh? Uh-oh. Let's go, sis. It's so annoying listening to them sneak diss. That's all. Look, that's what Miss Foster does because she act like she's above it. Her subscribers, same thing. Dear ladies, you're not going to get our elders to regulate us for you. Either people are going to do right by black men or deal with the consequences of not doing right by black men. Either people are going to do right by black boys or deal with the consequences of not doing right by black boys. Mr. Z know what he's saying. Slay it slow again, Z. If you're going to weaponize intersectionality to benign neglect black boys, then deal with the consequences of that when those black boys are black men. It won't just be criminal behavior. This is whatever they're going to start knocking up quickie marks. Nope. You're just going to deal with a bunch of despondent, apathetic, indifferent men. They're going to be indifferent. They're going to be despondent. They're going to be apathetic, particularly concerning, well, black women and girls. And now what? And now what? This is not sustainable. But the Kim Fosters, waging their little secret jihad against black men. Shout out to Trell, jihad against black men, and acting like they're not and acting like they're above it. Well, huh? Black women, you owe black men nothing. You owe black boys nothing. You don't have to hold black boys' hand and shepherd them through. That's not your job. Fine. You don't have to look out for black boys and men. You don't have to advocate for black boys and men. You don't have to defend black boys and men. You don't have to raise black girls to be women and to look out and do for black boys and men and to care about black boys and men. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to engage in any of that labor. The white women aren't told to settle. You don't have to engage in any of that. That's okay. And there is a consequence to that. Huh? There is a consequence to that. Huh? We know.
Fair. That is not fair! That is not fair!
Oh yeah, we know. Huh? Oh boy. There's a consequence to that. And your love life and your nuclear family might be on the wrong side of that. Ladies, you say you're okay being kinless? We'll see. To all the younger Xers, the millennials, and the oldest of Gen Z black women, particularly the college educated ones. You want to throw your temper tantrum because that's all it really is an adult temper tantrum. Huh? You not quote unquote dating down? Nothing wrong with that. The masses of you don't have the money for in vitro like Miss Ebony K. Williams and to freeze your egg like Miss Ebony K. Williams and to go through the whole process with the sperm donor like Miss Ebony K. Williams. Even you college educated women. Cost prohibitive, Z. Huh? Oh boy. You don't have to care about black boys and men and their plight. You can mock them and make fun of them, and there's a consequence to that. Huh? And the consequence to that is you being sick and tired of the goddamn empowerment brunches.
For me personally, I am done with all women-centered events in 2025. The women empowerment brunches, lunches, the ladies' nights, I'm just gonna take a pause. Like, I need...
Say it.
I think I'm empowered enough. I have my sisterhood. Of course, I'm open to making new friends, but there's other ways to do that and to spend my money. Like, where's the niggas?
Yes.
Huh? Young lady, I would say to you what other black women are saying, well, to other black women, expand your options. What's the dude name? Anwar, whatever, the LGBTQ brother in Canada? He says expand your options. He won't even entertain a black woman in his matchmaking service if they won't date outside the black race. Ma'am, expand your options. Go date out. Huh? Go date out, ma'am. Huh? There's your solution. According to Kim Foster's comment section, there goes your solution. Date out. Date out. You'll get married to a well-off white dude, huh? And then you won't feel the need to divorce him because, once again, black women, white men marriages have the lowest divorce rate. I think Medium Man has something to say about that. Goddamn. Huh? And a Split Jim says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. A Split Jim says she was trying to sneak that stat. That favorite black men should be questioned. Right? Oh boy. Anything that looks at black men favorably, because this is the thing. And going to my thumbnail, even though black women are doing well educationally, even though they're seen as less of a threat, they get to move about because of concepts of intersectionality in a way that black men are not. It's not fair that black men are the face of cool. Even oftentimes in spaces that Miss Foster would occupy. Huh? It's not fair that black men have a higher interracial marriage rate than black women, even though they have lower educational attainment, even though they have the weight of social dominance order sitting on their shoulders more than any other group in America. Huh? Oh boy. Anything that shows black men and boys in a more advantageous position, and Miss Foster can't weaponize it, I don't think she's going to talk about it much. Right? Huh. And Ross says, they are too short-sighted and solipsistic to change until the damage is done and the community is erased. If black women won't fight for the community the way it needs to be fought for, they don't deserve a community. They'll be pushed further and further to the margins, educated or not. Huh? That marriage rate will continue to bury itself into the ground. Huh? More and more of your talented black men will marry out, date out. More of your more middle class black men will marry out and date out. The black community can't afford it. Black women will continue to try to shame while simultaneously trying to play stoic. Make no sense, Z. It makes sense. You're seeing it now. Some black women try to shame black men into staying in the black community. Some black women play stoic like they don't care and they have options and choices and they'd rather be single anyway than be with you dusty men. We're going to make you mean that. Huh? Just because you are a college-educated woman, just because you're a professional woman, just because you're a white-collar woman, just because you're part of professional managerial class, or you're creative but you earn good money, right? It does not mean that you're deserving of a college-educated black man. No one is deserving in the dating scene, in the marriage market. No one is deserving. Not just black women, not just women. No, no one is. Huh? No one is automatically deserving. Does that degree symbolize, let's use your word, empathy? Huh? Does that degree symbolize kindness, respect, consideration? Huh? Does that degree symbolize any of that? Because if it doesn't, then what exactly are you saying by mentioning the degree every 5 seconds? Oh, yeah, you said it. It's really the men that are the problem, and they're the reason why the Black community lacks wealth. Yeah, once again, single and childless Black women have the least amount of wealth in America. Show McGinsey. Huh? Black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealthy in America. What's going on, Tunnel Runner? Right? Ah. And Telescope says, had a cousin who didn't need a man, unless you count Johnny Walker or Jim Beam. She got to get over it somehow. Huh? Oh, boy. Wow. You see why we cover things like this? And these are the people. And as a matter of fact, let me read that super chat. These are the people who would be chosen to give lectures around the country concerning the Black community or advocate for Black women in a vacuum. Huh? These are the women that would be brought onto panels to describe the plight of the Black community, Black women. It's women like Miss Foster. Huh? This is why we cover her. These are the people that are supposed to be doing right by the Black community, and we're here now. Ooh, goddamn. Huh? And KW Dawn says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Kay Foster was recently complaining about her $3,600 rent bill. The money is drying up with President Crotch Grab. Hysterical. Huh? Let's see how much people are paying. I don't know if Miss Foster was doing speaking tours or what she was doing to make this money, right? I know obviously she has her YouTube channel. That's pretty okay successful. Huh? Her man is doing pretty well, if I'm not mistaken. So, right, they're part of a upper class, better yet. So he should be proposing about any time now. Huh? It's been over a year. He should be proposing just about any minute now. And Miss Foster, you better say yes. You better don't come back out here in the dating scene, Miss Foster. Oh boy. Huh? Complaining about $3,600 rent. $3,600 rent. Huh? Over $40,000 a year in rent. Huh? I hear you. You're a Harvard graduate, Ivy League alum. You quote unquote deserve this. Oh God. I hear you, ma'am. Dylan says, how much rent? Apparently KW Don said $3,600. That's what KW Don said. Once again, thank you for this super chat, KW Don. And he says, Kay Foster was recently complaining about her $3,600 rent bill. KW Don, if you don't mind, put the link in the live chat. All right, I'll put it in the description box. Huh? $40,000+ in rent a year. Not even for a house. From my understanding, with apartment, maybe a condo. We don't know. Maybe it could be a condo. Cool. Dylan, I ain't gonna read that one out loud. uh, she's not a stupid person per se. I wouldn't know. You know what? Let me not even do that. She's not a stupid person. She's just a little resentful troll. She's not stupid. Miss Foster is not stupid. Miss Foster is a resentful troll that got to ride in on the wave of antagonistic feminism, particularly antagonistic girl boss black woman feminism. Oh, she wrote in with that, right? Oh man, wow. So it's not about stupidity. Very few of the women I cover are actually stupid. Like you think they're really slow. It's not about that. They're engaging in the gender war, even if they say they're not, Miss Foster. And it makes fools of them. Huh? It's not about stupidity. It's that they resent that they're not white women. Particularly the Kim Foster kinds. Excuse me, the Kim Foster and the Chrissy type of black women. Oh yeah, that's the issue right there. Their political and social position. And to Miss Foster, once again, I want to stress this. Black men don't owe black women being kick ass, especially when black women use intersectionality to benign neglect the plight of black boys, who will inevitably well become black men. How did Mr. Z forget this? Let Mr. Z bring this up before we end now. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Kim Foster brings up Torre speaking about black men not being college educated and how that's an issue for the wealth in black families. Kim Foster looks up Torre and realizes that Torre has a non-black wife. Kim Foster then proceeds to say she doesn't know if he should be the messenger for this. Oh no, Miss Foster. Oh no, Torre is the perfect man to say that. The same Torre that was kissing Ebony K. Williams' ass on that goddamn interview they had. Oh yeah, Torre is perfect. Huh? He's the perfect person to talk about it. That's exactly what them kiss ass brothers do to y'all. Oh, I love it. Huh? That's exactly what they do. The Derek Jacksons, the Torres. I'm waiting for one of these, for the shoe to drop on one of these other brothers. I ain't gonna say the names. Y'all know which brothers I'm talking about. Foreign in Bahamas. You think he ain't cheated his wife? Goddamn Z. Huh? Consciously be torn. You think he ain't cheated on his wife? Go goddamn Z. Shut up. Shut up. Huh? I ain't gonna say the last name. He's starting to make big money now. We'll see how long before that I done messed up stream comes. Ooh. I ain't gonna say no more. Huh? Oh man. Huh? That's exactly what they do to y'all ass, Miss Foster. Huh? Toro is up there doing his best rimming job on Ebony K. Williams. God damn, Z, you went there with it? I went there with it. Then you found out he got a non-black spouse. Yeah. You think we don't know how to Miss Foster. You think we don't know what to say? You think we don't know how to throw other black men under the bus? You think we don't know? You so don't respect black men. You don't respect that brothers like Wells Z, yours truly, have more principle than that. You would much rather get the rim job from the dude with the non-black wife than have the guy who only dates black women say the truth about your behavior. Well, then deal with the consequences of having the guy who's giving you the rim job because he knows how to play the game, have the non-black spouse. Well, there you go. Huh? Oh boy. Um, it was you should have saw like she mentioned Torre and she said, let me look up something real quick. The heartbreak. Huh? Miss Foster, who was Torre supposed to end up with? Ebony K. Williams? Yeah, no. In theory, in theory, who was Torre supposed to end up with? With Ebony K. Williams? No, 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 man. That's not how we play the game over here. Attractive, put together, educated, asshole. Well, you're good for recreational use, ma'am, and for bragging rights because, yeah. And then toss. Who was Torre supposed to end up with? An older version of you? Goddamn. Huh? You disappointed he doesn't have a black wife. Y'all be mean, snarky, sassy assholes hiding behind your college degrees and then be disappointed that black men aren't married to women like you. What? Condescending, mean, rude, elitist assholes. Huh? And then have an issue with a black man of prominence not being married to a woman like you? Huh? Oh boy. Huh? Uh-oh. Azriel says, so Kamala can speak for black people, but Torre can't. Once again, Miss Foster has made sure to emphasize and stress, just like other black women have, that it's not the same. Black men dating out and black women dating out is not the same, and black men got something to say about that. Huh? Black men don't care nothing about what you talk about. Black men have something to say about that. They disagree, and what are y'all gonna do about it? Huh? Black men disagree, and what are y'all gonna do about it? Y'all gives you a second, actually. And we're back, right? Let me actually read this comment from KW Dawn. And KW Dawn says, and thank you for the super chat. It was a live stream by Obsidian called Modern Black Feminism is Bankrupt. Timestamp is 1 hour 46 minutes. Okay. All right. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Okay. It's on Rumble. I think you were saying that in the regular comments. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Right. 3 stacks. Let them know.
Closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and don't nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Through action. Dear ladies, Mr. Z has a channel. Mr. Z will talk about these things. Your average young black man is not going to say anything. Absolutely nothing, right? He's just going to be like the rest of Gen Z who doesn't walk up to women. Huh? That's what it's going to be. He's just going to be like the rest of Gen Z who's not outside. Yeah? Who's not outside, who's not attempting to talk to women. That's all. So on that note, y'all, we ain't going to stress this too long. This was a second stream in one day. And once again, KW Don, thank you for the super chat. I just wanted to emphasize this to Miss Foster. At the end of the day, college-educated black women have choices to make. Ivy League educated black women have choices to make. You either end up with a black man, whether you are more educated than him or not, whether you have more status than him or not, or of higher status, better yet, than he is or not. And I'm willing to go to war with all of them, including Sarge Willie Pete over this, including Jason Black over this. Black women gonna get it where they fit in, or Mr. Black, they will continue to blow your phone up, and it could be 80 of them in line behind you, 90, 107 of them. Huh? Black women have choices. Y'all gonna get in line and be woman number 87 for Jason Black, woman number 173 for Jason Black, huh? Or you could say, F that, I'm gonna go date out, be the little sexual plaything for some white man who's probably not gonna marry you. Check the numbers if you doubt Z. Check them online numbers if you doubt Z. It ain't looking good. You could get comfortable with your rose twin being single, or you can engage in same-sex loving relationships with probably another black woman. There you go. Huh? Those are your choices, ladies. I see an increase in that same-sex loving rate for black women, particularly for bisexual black women. There you go. Huh? Vince's numbers, right? So whatever threats black women are levying, whatever black women are saying, oh, they're not going to do for black men and boys, and why they got to do that, and black men always need some help. Why do black men always need help? Y'all don't have to help black boys and men. Dear ladies, you do not have to, black women, you do not have to help black boys and men. Just deal with the consequences on the other side and shut up about it. You don't have to do for black boys and men. You don't have to advocate for them. You don't. You can exercise other options. But Mr. Z never forgot he's black. Dear ladies, you can attempt to exercise other options. We'll see how that works for the masses of you. Shout out to those DV rates in them same-sex loving homes. Huh? Yikes. So, Ms. Foster, all that sneak dissing sound nice. Those subtle jabs, okay, cool. You and your live comments and your comments now, they could make fun and mock and insult the men all they want. I hope they have them the non-black man or probably black girlfriend. I hope. Or they're real comfortable and happy with their rose twin. Huh? Ah. So there you go. So on that note, y'all, Z ain't gonna take too long. We're already at an hour and a half. We'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God. I think Detroit asked if I was gonna be on Art New Styles channel. I might be. Right? Huh? I might be. And so KW Don, I'll try to get to that Obsidian thing. Look at me just walking in last minute. I'm literally in and out. Right? So to Miss Foster, welcome back. She said she just wasn't motivated to produce anything recently, produce any content. Whatever that means, I have my suspicions. Cool. And shout out to her. Shout out to her man. Miss Foster, I hope this works for the masses of black women. This kind of poking black men in the eye about college enrollment and college attainment, college education. I hope this works for the masses of black women. Right? I hope being pro-black woman in a vacuum, I hope it works for you. Dear ladies, dear black women, I hope this works for you. Huh? Y'all little temper tantrum, I hope it works for you. All that swirler divester talk, I hope it works for you. All that we ain't gonna do struggle love thing, I hope it works for you. All that elitism, I hope it works for you. I hope you got the money to be this elite, right? I hope you're not living vicariously through Kim Foster and laughing at her jokes while you do have a college education, but you working class. I hope not. Huh? Oh, man. So on that note, we'll truly pause right there. Share the light. Hysterical. So, right? So we'll pause right there, truly. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. For the love of God, go touch some grass. Right? This sneak dissing, if you're not a rapper in real life, this sneak dissing, black men, talk about a fight. Anyway, okay, y'all. On that note, we out.